Greetings, everyone. It's so good to be with you today. It's a beautiful day outside, and I'm so grateful and thankful for that. You know, one of the things, it's sort of funny, when I first started doing these videos, it was really just the purpose of these videos was to just express my personal insights and to listen to yours. Not necessarily to give advice, but a place where we can have some introspection and reflection. And today's chat is no different. I titled this one Internal Struggles. Everybody has an internal struggle. You can call it thorn in the flesh, or you can call it your Achilles heel, whatever you want to call it. There are a couple of times when it kind of came face to face with me recently, when I thought about two posts that I made, and I really wanted to delete them. And the reason why is because I realized after I posted them that I had made a mistake. The first time was when I did the introductory video for KCP Love Productions. And it is so funny because when I did that video, I cited a quote by Marianne Williamson, but I attributed the quote to Nelson Mandela. I know better than that. And the reason I do is because the quote goes like this: our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but because we are adequate and powerful beyond measure. The reason why I know it's Marianne Williamson's quote is because I have her book, A Return to Love, and I've had it for many years. The other time I did it is because I was sharing the video called Service versus Selfishness, a Gift of Giving. And I talked a little bit about altruism. I know what altruism means. It means putting the concerns of others before one's own. But for some strange reason, when I recorded it, I said putting one's concerns above the concerns of others. I know better than that. And I was horrified by that because of my type A personality. I knew better than that. But I thought about deleting them. But then I said, well, perhaps it was just brain fog. I don't know. But interestingly enough, it was egregious to me. But to other people who saw the video, no one commented, no one questioned, or no one was critical. So I thought, okay, but then I remembered something. You know what I remembered? I remembered I'm human. And to be human is to make mistakes. I thought about it and I said, wow, what a novel concept. But the issue is I was triggered. Remember some time ago, I did a video, and the video was triggers. And I indicated in that video that triggers are sometimes painful memories that caused us some emotional distress or whatever. Like in my case, one time in undergraduate school, I had a professor give me a D- on an essay. And I thought, really? Okay. But here's the thing. I was triggered. And I thought to myself, what am I going to do about that? Because triggers will sometimes remind you of painful events. But you know what? They manifest themselves as fear and doubt and humiliation and betrayal and abandonment and all of those things we've talked about before. During my people-pleasing time, you know how they would manifest? It would manifest itself like, I believe the opinions other people have of me as opposed to knowing who I am myself. Dr. Miles Monroe put it this way: people will classify you so they can cancel you. In other words, they want to make sure that your mistakes and your errors for being human are to prove that you are not who you say you are and you're not all that. One of the things I thought about is many of the insights I've talked about during these little video chats It's been born out of pain and loss and hopelessness and things like that, and not feeling worthy or not feeling valuable. And it's called negative self-talk. Like, who do you think you are? And who are you to have your opinions made? And why do you feel you can have your personal insights injected into the lives of others? It is so easy to believe the negative parts of ourselves as opposed to believing those things that are positive, knowing who God has created us to be, which is why we constantly have to go back to that. But this time I listened and I silenced them. How did I silence the negative self-talk? I silenced it by saying, I am human and I will make mistakes. And every time I post a video, I'm taking a risk because I'm allowing you to know my personal thoughts and the personal insights that I have had. But if I am to stay true to my mission, which is aligned with my purpose, then this is something that I have to do. I have to take a risk, meaning I'll be vulnerable to the thoughts of others. So ask myself, is it necessary? Should I take the risk? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know why? Because if I don't, then that means that I am not being true to myself. Remember, vulnerability is something that we will all have at some point in our lives. We all will, but you cannot bow down to vulnerability because it's hard. But remember this, it takes trust to be vulnerable, but it takes courage to trust. To remain silent means I would sabotage my mission and fall into the hands of those who want to cancel me